y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if any of you are new here, welcome. On this channel I talk about books and a lot of nerdy things. So today's video is gonna be me talking about a current 5-star read that I just read not too long ago. I actually consumed this through audio, but let me tell you, I think it might be the best way to consume this, especially the narrators for it. Before I tell you what book it is, I just want to say I'm in my new office and I have everything set up finally. I'm still kind of dealing with the lighting and stuff. I was gonna go with my ring light, but you can see the ring light glaring in my glasses, and I feel like that can be distracting. So you might have to give me a few videos to get used to the lighting. But anyway, the book I'm going to talk about is Shimmy Bang Sparkle. Okay, I, for the life of me, cannot remember the author. I will put the author, well, you'll see a picture of it, so the author will be up there with the picture. But this book, y'all, was fantastic. It was something that I did not know I needed in my life until I listened to it. It's pretty much a, I guess you could say, criminal romance. And it was very interesting. So I'm going to talk first a little bit about the plot, what it's about. So we have two main characters. We have Stella and Nick. Stella is this girl who's kind of like, or this woman who's kind of like a con artist. She knows how to get things without being seen, I guess. I don't know, maybe she's not a con artist. I feel like that would be in the con artist category. But she is a con artist, and then we have Nick, who at the beginning of the story, he just got out of prison and he is a lockpicker. So he lockpicks his way into like places, into safes, stuff like that. And he decides when he gets out of this, when he got out of jail that day, that he was going to start clean. He wasn't going to do this anymore. He was ready to live a better life. Well, little does he know, he is gonna run into Stella. Now, he runs into Stella at a jewelry store, and Stella is in the middle of trying to get a ring, and not the right way, I should say. And I like Stella's character because Stella is kind of like a Robin Hood. She steals from the rich to give to the poor. And it's like with her, she has two other friends who kind of work with her in this con artist-y way. I'm not even sure if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it. So she will do anything she can to get the most amount of money she can so that she can help others. She has this neighbor who is very old, very fragile, and he is in a lot of debt to a big man who's like a head honcho of a company or whatever. And if you hear any noises, my cats, of course they're gonna be in here while I'm videoing. But anyway, so like this old man, he owes debt to this guy, this big head honcho guy, and she steals this ring so that she can pawn it so she can get his stuff back for him, and also keep some money for him to have for like emergencies and stuff. And I just like, it goes into a little bit of her story, and she is trying to do a big heist. It's something her and her friends have been planning for a long time. And when she meets Nick, Nick kind of, he feels like he's being pulled back into this life of crime, which he had just said that he was gonna do better of not doing anymore. But he just falls head over heels for Stella the minute he sees her. And he is such like a cinnamon roll, and he'll do anything for Stella. But what I really love about him is that he'll do anything for Stella, but if Stella says, I got this, he goes, I know. Like, he pretty much knows that Stella knows how to take care of herself and doesn't do anything to like baby her or discourage her or like tell her, no, let me handle this. When she says, I got it, he says, okay, and he backs away, or he says, I know you do, you know? And that's what I love about their relationship. And Stella too, she is so like, she always felt like she never needed a man to do anything, that she was gonna be, you know, the bad A that she was on her own. And then when she meets Nick, that all kind of changes a little bit. And we just, I don't know, their dynamic together is so beautiful. And it's I don't know, like, it's so good. And the narration to this for the audiobook is fantastic. Like, I would listen to those two narrators again. The writing was very beautiful. It was very understandable, and it was very engaging. There wasn't any slow parts. It was really like, I just want to keep listening to this. And 9 times out of 10, I was listening it in my car, because I would listen to it on the way home from work, because usually I was too groggy in the morning to listen to it. So I would listen to it on the way home from work, and on occasion I would listen to it while I was doing some activities at home, but it was mostly in my car. Little fun fact, you may not have wanted to know that, but I shared it with you. So yes, Shimmy Bang Sparkle is fantastic. And the spice, I almost forgot about the spice. Oh my gosh, like, this man, this man was something else. It was so good. And I love, they were also pretending at some points to be husband and wife, and it was so cute, because they weren't really, but they almost kind of felt like it, and they had that type of connection. There's a couple of scenes where I kind of like was like, no, please do not tell me this is how it's gonna go down. And I just but let me just say, the writing was great, the narration was great, the characters were awesome, and like, even the side characters were awesome, because Stella had these friends who were with her in this like little con artisty game that they were trying to do, and they had these personalities that you were like, oh, okay, you know, you see who's who in the group, so it was kind of cool. But yeah, it was so good, and I think everyone should pick it up, either read it, listen to it, or whatever you want to do. It is free on Kindle Unlimited, so you can do that. And this was actually recommended by Izzy from Happy for Now. She read it and I watched one of her videos and I was like, this sounds really good. And it sounds like I need this because it was something different that I hadn't read before. And I felt like it was something I needed at the time. Because sometimes, you know, you read like the same thing or whatever, and you're just like, I just want something different. This was definitely the something different that I needed. So go and read Shimmy Bang Sparkle. You won't regret it. So please go read it. And I'm sorry, this is probably really short, but I don't want to spoil too much for you. And so yes, just go read it. And remember to stay strong and read on. Bye, y'all. In this blooper, you'll hear my cat knocking something on the floor. Stella had these